Welcome back, my gardening friends. My Robin's saying hello as well. And it's time to get rid of all the stuff I've collected that I no longer need, he says. But I've got to have a tidy up, got to have a bit of a clean up, and we've got rid of some of the pots on the potato experiment that didn't do awfully well, or should we say not at all. Got to keep looking at them, guys. Well, I've finally got rid of most of the old cardboard and got that into the compost bin, and I've been adding some of the materials. There's the log ashes and cocoa coir. We didn't get anything from the potatoes on that, and there's the 5-year-old banana skins. Adding it to the compost bin to get rid of it and let the worms rejuvenate it and mix it all in for me. Comfrey is growing back nicely after I chopped it down and put it in the compost bin. I've replanted the 3 seed potatoes from Eric's challenge from the banana skins. That's the 5-year-old banana skins. These potatoes were just stunted. And there we've got some of the potatoes that we started off in the grow room, in the cell trays of compost. This is the hose part we found in the skip. And it's Sunday the 13th. It's pre-recorded, as a lot of my videos are. I'm going to get into my busiest time of the year, so you may not see much of me until August now. I'll still pop a video up, but it's not the videos, it's all the comments that I do insist I reply to. So we've unravelled it because it was curled up on that reel we found in a skip. I forgot to show you previously, it came with a gun. It has broke, but these fittings do cost a few pennies to buy, so if we don't make use of all the hose pipe now, the fittings will come in very useful. So we'll get rid of that. I've managed to roll up all the single-use lifting strops. They're all there now, all sorted. I need to cut this wire mesh into the suitable width and maybe length for the staging in the greenhouse so that I can get that tidied up. As for what we did previously, I've got bags and bags everywhere. I need to sort them all out into good and bad. A little bit of the netting. My 1-ton bags are in here, some of the cloth bags, some of the plastic. Need to sort that out. I need to pop that up on the plot somewhere. I've got this bit of chicken wire, that can go on the scrap heap. I'm going to keep that saucepan. I can make use of that for cleaning the gully out that's at the bottom of our garden. I was going to throw it on the scrap heap, but I would have regretted it. Nice handle, be able to scoop everything out with that. Just done a bit of weeding, and I've picked up all the bits of plastic I put down to catch the slugs. I didn't really have a great deal of them, so I've picked them all up. We'll take a harvest of those today. In the middle of the screen there, some weeds that we've knocked off. But I've got all my walking spaces back. It's been cluttered with polycarbonate and all sorts, and we've sat it all over there with all the wood. We can reassess when we start on the polytunnel again in the autumn. I've a second sowing of beans, long beans, and some lettuce there. We've put that lettuce in. This is where my sprouting broccoli is going to be, so those lettuces and the beans will be finished by the time that gets established. I managed to get the pomgo beans in here, and we've got the 4 cobra. I don't know how I'm going to reach them when I've got the canes on, but we'll sort it. I'm going to do a hell of a lot of weeding. Now all the wood's gone from here, and the polycarbonate and all the offcuts of wood. I've got all these weeds hoed out now. Now I've cleared this area, I've covered the roots. This is the pond where all the roots hopefully will drop in, and they're all growing well up there, so that's a nice area tidied. I'm pleased with those so far. It's been quite busy in the bug hotel. A few cells have been filled and some have disappeared. The pallet collar coal frames, they're the ones that we've just put ordinary plastic on. When I redo the tunnel, I'm going all the offcuts of the plastic, I'll be redoing these. So this is the makeup, just bits of pipe, and then you just push them so that they're, whether you can see that, yeah, just so that the water flows off them. It's worked really well, but you have to remember not to have them on so you don't fry your courgettes. I've cleared all the roof off of all the timber. It's been up there a long time. I'm going to have a little sort through that and see what we can salvage. I don't like throwing stuff away until the death, but some of that won't be suitable. So I'm stripping these down and saving those, and we can redo them ready for the winter. This one's still in pretty good nick. It's not got any holes in, and it must have been one of the last ones I've done. But this plastic, obviously it's reacted to the sunlight over the summer, but this one's still in good fettle, so we'll keep that one. But they do take up a bit of room when you just stand them up, and I want to get tidy. I've got numerous ladders. They're not safe on the allotment. Here we've got my big one that I get up there, but you see I've put a bit of a safety rope there to help me up and down. But I do need to keep one of these, and the rest will go on the allotment scrap pile or the reuse area in case everybody wants to use them. There's one bag of materials we can't reuse. That'll go in the green bin, and that'll go in the compost bin. I've eventually taken down those cabbages I stored in the shed. Ah dear, I forgot all about them, didn't I, guys? But never mind. It just proved that you can store them for quite a while, but not for months and months and months. Again, we've got bags and bags of bags. I need to bag all this wood up because I've got water under here. There's a tank, galvanised tank under there, which I can empty those 3 blue barrels into. We're getting a little bit low on water now. I'd say low, probably not really, but we're only middle of June. I've got this wood pile there, just those are quite useful pieces. Make use of that. I'll give the bath, the vegetable washing, a good wash out today, and it's surprising how much soil you get off your veggies. I've got to decide whether I'm keeping these smaller pots. I've been having a good sort out here, so at least we're tidy here now, but I must get this all sorted because I'm finding stuff that I didn't realise I'd got, or I knew I got it but it disappeared. So we've been a few more bits of wood here, but this cover under there, we put that on over, well, was it the winter, or I can't remember now, guys, but I've managed to get some shelving in there. So there's some Correx plastic, and I've just created something to hold all my bits and bobs. These are all dumped with a cannabis compost find. Some of them are a bit brittle, but we'll at least use them once and get rid. There's the last of the plastic pond liner that we've used on the allotment. The wire we used for the hooks, not sure whether I'll need that, but I'll keep it. Some more of the wood, more wire, and some of the plastic pipe. At least now, if I put everything together, I should be able to find it. This is the difficulty I've had while I've been redoing my allotment for at least 2 or 3 years with all the new raised beds and obviously the polytunnel build. Now, we did say we'd got a hole in this tank, but it seemed to have sealed itself. But I did notice that this was sagging and dangerously bent so I think the wood is giving up the ghost. So I need to take all this down. We've got 1,000 litres of water in there, so I'll need to jack this up, this post here, or I'll just empty that into the galvanised tank and put some more pallets on and redo it all, and incorporate something so that when I'm washing the vegetables I'm not bending down. I'm trying to limit the amount of bending down whilst working, and the pallet collars at 4 high are doing exactly that for me. If they were 5 high, I think they'd be too high, so I can just literally lean over without too much effort. And going from 2 high on the scaffold planks to 3 is also a reasonably good height for me. And everything, you can get at everything. You can get at the loads and loads of weeds that we're getting. I'm trying to get a few videos in because I'm going to have to spend a little bit of time weeding, etc. But it's nice to come up the allotment just to relax after my busy days in the next 6 weeks or so, just to relax and forget about things that are going on around me. This is my fish poo from the allotment. I need to get that onto the potatoes again. Surprising how much water they do like, especially in this temporary raised bed that we built when we actually run out of scaffold planks. Just getting the scaffold planks at the right price and in reasonable condition. These are the parsnips we sowed in September, and it won't be long now before I pull one of those out, see whether it's worth sowing them and letting them grow over the winter. It was an experiment just to see whether I could do the same for the long roots, so that we get a longer root, so we can grow. The giant show vegetables have to be grown within 12 months, so as soon as the show's finished I shall sow some parsnips, and looking at these, and we'll see what they look like on the root as to whether we do it again. But I'm sure it'll do for the long roots, but whether it's for eating or not, we'll see. That was a pheasant you heard in the background. I'm going to harvest half a dozen scapes today, even though they've not fully bent over. Different people say different things. I was told to wait till they spun round, but some people have harvested them beforehand, but they're getting quite big, so I think I'll take a few today. Can't wait to harvest these shallots and do my first pickling. Don't normally walk down this side because that wood's there. I've spotted a few weeds. It's the best time to pull them out while you're actually walking around, enjoying what we're growing and being happy. I picked up these trays from a local garden centre, and I want to go to square pots, and these are a bit flimsy, but I haven't bought those, so I'm just going to see if I can source some pots. Our allotment shop stocks these, so I'll see what size they are and how much they are, and these will be ideal in those trays. Not so much the grow bag trays, but the MEKA trays. You can fit 4 of these in and they'll be ideal. I shall make some bigger staging to take those. With the holes being right at the bottom, it'll pick up on the capillary matting and water the plants. So I'm just looking at that at the moment, see what the cost is. So we've got a nice little bit of salad again, far too much, a lot of it. I've got something to show you, the beet leaf miner's back, but I'll show you what I've done with that, and there'll be a card, or, well, not a card, but on the end screen you'll see all about the beet leaf miner and how to identify it. But there's the salad. The bowl weighs 0.425, so I've just deducted that. Let's get this right. The plastic box is 250, so I've deducted that off the total there for the weigh-in. So vegetable wise and fruit, we've got some broad beans, 2 small courgettes, zucchinis, that's ideal for my lunchbox Monday and Tuesday. We've got some more strawberries, a turnip, ideal, one from #SHEDWARS. This was in with the chard, so I don't know whether that's edible or not. I should imagine so. We'll cook that up today. 4 garlic, elephant garlic scapes, and 2 of the red Baron onions that went to seed. Harvest them now, why not? Make us a nice meal. And to follow up on that, I'll drop another cabbage in. So that's in at 2.073. Take the weight off the mushroom tray, which is 0.130, and we'll have a total. So totals now, well, not totals, but that's where we are at the moment. Had a good tidy up in this square foot gardening bed, and I think most of this lesson will be coming out now because we've got lots elsewhere. And here's the beet leaf miner. If you see that, don't eat it. The eggs there in the middle of the screen, you can see that. If you see that, those are the eggs. You can wipe those off, but once it gets to that stage, or even this stage, the maggots are fully formed. I'll see if I can find one for you. He was trying to hide from me, but you can see there in the middle of the screen, they actually burrow between the outer and back leaf, and yeah, you don't want to be eating him, not unless you're partial to a little bit of extra protein. But watch the card on the end screen on beet leaf miners. So all that's going to go into the municipal waste green bin. The massive composting area will get rid of those. Thanks for watching, commenting, thumbs up, thumbs down, we don't mind. And many thanks to all my viewers, which are now pushing me to 1.8 million views on my channel since I first started. Take care, my friends. Happy gardening. Till next time. Oh dear. Happy weeding.